Hi guys. My name is Penna. You can call me Penasha. That's what people mostly call me. So today I just want to talk about my testimony about how I got to meet Jesus, how I got saved. So what happened was that this is so loud. So what happened was that before I met Jesus, okay, I used to go to church. I go to Elsing. I was born in Elsing. So I used to go to church just like my parents did because, that's what our ancestors used to do. It's a religion. You go to church every Sunday. But when I used to go to church, I felt like something was not right. I felt like I understood what they were saying, but I just felt like I was not in the right place. So I would listen to what the pastor would say, and sometimes I would cry because I knew that I was living the wrong life. I mean, I was not a bad person. I mean, I didn't go to clubs. I didn't have a boyfriend. I don't do all the things that young people are doing nowadays. But the Bible says that if you do not confess with your mouth, repent your sins, confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, then you're not going to heaven. So I never confessed it. I didn't know anything about being born again. So I just knew that something was wrong, even though I was technically a good person, I can say. So I started going to church. I would listen to what the pastor says. I would cry, and then when I go home, I would do my stuff. So when I was 12 years old, was it 11? When I was 11 years old, I was depressed. I used to feel really badly, and my teachers would be saying "Penna, what's wrong with you? We thought you'd be in the top 10, but you're not in the top 10," and that would make me feel really bad. So I isolated myself from everyone. I would cry every night when I go home. I had suicidal thoughts. I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to die, really die, because I felt like my life was useless. I wasn't doing anything that I was supposed to do. I felt like I didn't have a purpose on earth. And then in order, you always have that thing, when you feel empty or when you feel like something is missing, you try to do something to replace that feeling. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people do drugs, some people have sex, some people use money to replace the emptiness, that void in their heart. My way of replacing that emptiness was through listening to satanic music, Illuminati. I used to worship Justin Bieber. I used to worship celebrities. There was a time when I had a book, and it had Beyonce and Rihanna, and I would pretend as if I was one of them, and I made myself an Illuminati queen in my imagination. And then my sister, my one of my best friends, but I call her my sister. She saw it, and then she was like, "Penna, this is not right. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to want to be doing satanic stuff. You should, burn this book. This book is really evil, what you've written and all that." And so I burned it. I think we prayed about it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was long ago. But then I continued worshiping all this evil music and watching, movies that I'm not supposed to be watching in order to feel the emptiness that I felt. So every time I would go to school, when I was in the hospital, every time I would go to school, I would I couldn't wait for I couldn't wait for the weekend to come so that I could go home and start doing all these things again, worshiping, evil stuff, singing till morning. I would sunrise just singing, dancing to evil music, picturing myself as Justin Bieber's girlfriend, Selena. I was obsessed. I was I can call myself, I was crazy. I was like a psycho. I would not sleep. I would just think about them. And the craziest thing was that I wasn't thinking about them doing beautiful, this other stuff that they usually do. I would think about them having sex. So I pictured myself as Selena, and I was with Justin Bieber, and we were sleeping together. So most of my youthful years, since I was I don't know, 11 or 12, until last year when I was 18, I would think about me and Justin Bieber sleeping together, and it really affected me in a way. I was worshiping him. I was like, I hated guys. The guys that I saw at school and all that. I didn't like guys from, yeah, just real guys. So I just pictured myself with Justin Bieber as Selena. So it was really crazy. My mom, my dad, my sisters, they would be like, Penna, you're gonna go crazy one day. This is not right. My big sister, who is a believer, who is born again, one day, like, she saw me with my file, which had pictures full of Justin Bieber, and she was like, Penna, trust me, you don't want to live this life. If you keep worshiping this guy, you're gonna end up like him. Just give him a few years. I think that time he was 19. Give him a few years, and you will see that you'll find out that he went to jail, probably because he stabbed someone. His life is not as perfect as you think, and he's drawing you into that life. Then I was like, oh, yeah. But then I realized that there was this news that I had. It was in the magazine and TV all over. That just even went to jail, not because of stabbing someone, thank God. It was because he was throwing eggs on people's houses, and he called this other woman fat. He was just really disrespectful. He was doing drugs, he was being promiscuous. So she was right in a way that his life was not as perfect as I thought. That he went to jail. It's what she prophesied. He would go to jail. So I should not follow these things. He's gonna draw me into it. So I didn't really take seriously like whatever they would tell me. I was so depressed. I would cry. I just had really bad thoughts. Whenever someone just says even a tiny thing, a tiny negative thing, or like, Penna, why didn't you cook this right? I just went into another mood, and I would be really sad, and I would go in my room. I would lock myself in my room the whole day. I would cry. Why am I a failure and all this? And I would go on my floor and I would cry. I want to kill myself so much. I had that thought, but whenever I would see a knife or pills, chemicals in the house, I would have that voice. They would be like, which is the devil. His voice would be like, Penna, just do it. You're no use. Just do it. Just kill yourself. But then I couldn't get myself to grab the pills, grab the chemicals, or grab the knife to do it, because there was also another part of me, another voice, or was my conscience that was telling me, you have a purpose. This is not this is not how your life is going to be forever. It's not how you should be living. You have a purpose in life, so don't do it. Don't kill yourself. So I followed my conscience, and I didn't do it. And then, yeah, high school was a really sad time for me. High school was a terrible time for me, I can say. I mean, I used to pass. People call me smart. I don't like saying it myself because I just have a problem with pride. I just don't want to. I don't like saying good things, those good things. Then I'm smart and what? Because I'm scared of. I'm scared of being proud. So I prefer I just prefer not to say such things about myself, but say to other people. Some people say I'm smart, I'm beautiful, and all that. And I'm so thankful that people see me that way. But I never felt that way, and I just used to cry, used to isolate myself. I was quiet in school. Yeah. And then I came to university this year. Oh, did I say I'm 19? I'm 19 years old and I'm at NAS. I'm doing University of Science and Technology, and I am studying economics first year. So I came to NAS. Yeah, I came to NAS this year. Okay, let me tell you this. So during that time of depression, sadness, and all those things, I okay. I also was kind of like addicted to porn. I was like into this. I had this spirit of lesbianism. I was into girls. I would watch porn related to lesbians. I would picture myself being with a lesbian, and I knew that it wasn't right, but I kept doing it. Every time I felt sad, there was the one of the only ways I would like suppress this sadness, this feeling of feeling like a failure. It was either through music, Justin Bieber, or through porn. And then I would pray about it. I would pray, God, help me, Lord. Help me, Father, Lord God, to do your will. Save me from this. Please help me. I was a born again in high school, but I was struggling because didn't I didn't really know a lot about being born again. I didn't really know a lot about God, about how I should be living. I knew that I was supposed to be a good person, but I didn't really know like that God loves you for who he loves you for who you are, and the main reason he took us as his children was because we have faith that Jesus Christ is his son. He died and he rose, and God has the power to save people. You confessing your sins and believing in Jesus is the reason why you are born again. Is the reason why you are God's child. You are adopted into his family. I didn't know that. I just thought you had to be good. You had to work. You had to do this in order for God to reward you. You earn what you want to get. So I would do all these good things and I still feel really bad. I feel like weak. I feel like I was losing my energy because I was just doing things for the sake of being rewarded. So I was finding it really difficult to shed off this depression. I was finding it difficult to remove Justin Bieber from my mind and all the porn and all that. And I would pray about it. I would do it and pray about it. Then after I pray about it, I'd be like, I'm not gonna do this ever again. I tear up all those pictures. I delete porn from my phone and all that, and delete all those songs. And then after a few months, I start feeling depressed again. What do? I download all the things again. I get more pictures of Justin Bieber. It was just like a cycle, a routine. I was getting so tired, I didn't know what to do. I would read books about God, trying to figure out how to get all these things out of my life. But trust me, you cannot do it by your own strength. The Bible says it is not by strength nor by might, but by the Spirit of the Lord. It is only by the Holy Spirit. Sorry, Holy. It is only by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the only thing that can save, that can help you, that can remove all these impurities from your life. It's not by your strength. So I would just pray about it and pray about it, and then God would give me verses. He would tell me that He is with me, that He's making a new path for me. And I cried and I believed, but I just didn't know when it was going to happen. And then I came to university this year, and all those things just disappeared. I don't know how it happened. It was like an overnight thing. I woke up, I just didn't have any interest in Justin Bieber. I didn't have an interest in watching porn. I didn't have an interest in thinking all these demonic things. All those things just disappeared. It was like the interest, the attraction was no longer there. It's like when you used to eat pizza so many times with eggs. You eat pizza so many times, and then you just grow disgusted. You don't wanna eat it anymore because you've eaten so many times. You've tasted it. You know how it tastes. You know how it feels to have a stomach, full of pizza and feeling pain and all that. And you just stop eating it for the rest of your life. So it was like that. It just disappeared. I just got disgusted by it. And then I went to I went to varsity, and I would be alone. I would pray. I would do my own things. I'm an introvert. Anyone can tell you that I'm an introvert. I love being alone. I love people, but I feel much more, how do I say this, comfortable or at peace when I'm alone, when I'm thinking, when I'm talking to myself about things that are productive in my life, just being alone, getting to reflect life on my own. That's like the best time for me. And so, yeah, I was just quiet in my own space, my own lane. And then these three girls, I was sitting with my two friends. I can't mention their names right now. Yeah, I can't mention their names right now. But I was sitting with my two friends who were at the bench, who were like in the hostel. And then these three girls just came up to us. And then they were like, "Hi, we're from this church, LCI, Lighthouse Chapel International, and we would like to preach to you about God." And then they preached to us a bit, and they were like, "Would you like to give your lives to Christ?" So this time, me and my friends were looking at each other like, this is just one of those many crazy churches that our parents warn us about. Like, don't go to these churches. The ones they call that Izera. Yeah, I think that there was just Izera, churches. They just want more people. They want to make you worship demons and all that. And we're like, oh yeah. And then we prayed. Apparently, we gave our lives to Christ, but we really did. And then they were like, give us your contacts and give us the room numbers. And then we gave them. But one thing I didn't realize was that my two friends didn't give real room numbers, they gave fake. And I gave the real one because technically I don't like lying. I really don't. So I just gave them my real room number. And then they came to my room. They would tell me like, let's go to church. You'd love our church. They'd come. I don't know how, but they would come and sometimes I would run away. I'll run away. I'll go hide in my friend's cupboard, like not cupboard, but in her room. Would lock it. Then when they leave, that's when I come out. And then something in my mind was just like, I don't know if it was God, the Holy Spirit, or I don't know. But something was just like, go try it out. Go try it out. These girls seem really good. They always come here to talk to you. They have time for you. They encourage you. They see something in you that you don't see yourself. So just go try it out. If you don't like it, don't ever go there. I went. I really loved it. I really did. It was different. It's different because it's like a youthful church. Mostly young people. Only a few older people. So they sing, they dance, they do poetry, acting, all those young stuff. And the pastor is young, and the way he preaches is just so truthful. It's like he just tells you the truth. He doesn't hide anything. He will tell you how things are in life, and he will tell you about God. He doesn't hide anything. He teaches you a lot. There's wisdom. So yeah, I went there. I loved it. I started going there almost every Sunday, and then I gave my life to Christ in that church, and I'm still there. Though I am technically Elsin, I do when I'm at school. I attend Lighthouse, but I feel more comfortable in Lighthouse. I don't know why. I just do, and I got to know God more. I'm not perfect. I do mistakes. Sometimes I become lazy. Sometimes we're supposed to represent Jesus. We're supposed to be doing soul winning, preach more about God, save more souls. Sometimes I don't feel good enough to save people's souls. Sometimes I don't feel worthy. Sometimes I feel I don't put in that much effort. Sometimes I'm lazy. Sometimes I think about myself and I become selfish. I'm not perfect, but as Paul says in Philippians 3, verse 4 to 17, I mean 4 to 14. No, not 4 to 14. Philippians 3, 7 to 14. So there's a verse where he says, what does he say? Let me just go quickly to my Bible. I got it. Okay, sorry for that. You can't add and you can't remove from God's word, so I prefer to just take the Bible. So it's Philippians 3, verse 12. Philippians 3:12. It says, I have not yet reached my goal and I am not perfect, but Christ has taken hold of me. So I keep on running and struggling to take hold of the prize. So like he's saying that he hasn't reached the goal and he's not perfect. Paul's not perfect, guys. Paul's not perfect. He's not perfect? What's up? Perfect. Paul's not perfect. But Christ has taken a hold of him. So, we're not perfect. We have our different personalities. Yeah, some are aggressive, some are shy. We do bad stuff. We are naturally sinners. But it's because of Jesus and what he's done that we are saved. We've become new creations. So he said that we are not perfect, but Christ has taken a hold of us. And he has an effect on us. So when you spend more time with God, when you read the Bible, when you pray, when you just spend time with your Father, you talk to him, it helps you. Or when you go to church, you talk to people like who are born again, they tell you about their experiences, their testimonies. It just helps you. Christ has to have an effect on you to spend more time with him. It's just like when you're studying. When you study more, you get to understand what you are studying, you pass well. So it's the same thing. You have to put in a little bit of effort to spend time with God. So when you spend time with him, you get to understand him, you get to know more about him, and he changes who you are. and he helps you. So yeah, this just, I don't know why I made this video. I just had an idea. Yeah, so but that was all I really wanted to talk about today, about my testimony, and I hope it has touched one of you or all of you, hopefully. And just know that Jesus is great. Jesus is great. He's kind. He's patient. He loves you, and you should take time to reflect on who you are, reflect on what you've done, and take time to think about your Father who's created you, who has given you another day to breathe, to be thankful for it, and you just go before Him, ask Him to forgive you for your sins, to receive you as His child, because He never says no. He will always say yes. Come, my child. I left the 99 to find you. Remember, He left the 99 to find you. He rejoices when, the angels rejoice when one person repents and comes back to God. One person becomes born again. They rejoice. So God is waiting for you. He's waiting for you to receive Him. He's waiting for you to open up His heart, to open up your heart, to seek Him. So that was all I wanted to say today, and I'll see you guys for another video. Don't know when, but hopefully it will happen. So bye guys, love you.